Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for 24th of November. The session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First news is national affairs. NIEPVD. What is this? This is National Institute for Empowerment of Persons with Visual Disability. I repeat, NIEPVD. That is National Institute for Empowerment of Persons with Disability, right? They have recently signed a memorandum of understanding with NBT and DAISY Forum of India to promote inclusivity. I repeat again, NIEPVD, they signed MOU with National Book Trust and DAISY Forum of India in order to promote inclusivity, right? This MOU with NBT aims to establish a universal design center, correct? Here you can see the MOU here with NBT. With this NBT, that is National Book Trust, is for a universal design center. Is for a universal design center, correct? And this universal design center is for reading, and where this will be set up? This will be set up in Dehradun. In Dehradun. And in Dehradun, Uttarakhand, correct? So I repeat, NIEPVD signed this MOU. They signed this for promoting inclusivity, and this MOU with NBT will be for a universal design center that will be for reading in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. And MOU with DFI, that is your DAISY Forum India, will aim to create and create accessible books through Sugamya Pustakalaya, that is an online library, correct? So basically with DFI, it will be for providing a online library, providing an online library, correct? So both these MOUs you need to remember. MOU with NBT was for a universal design center that will be for reading in Dehradun, Uttarakhand, and DFI with this MOU will be for providing an online library, correct? That will be for persons with print disabilities in India, correct? And both of these MOUs will be working towards helping the people with disabilities, correct? Here you can see with NBT, MOU with NBT, the aim is to make reading material more accessible to the individuals with visual disabilities, ensuring equal opportunities for learning and education. And the Universal Design Center will feature NBT's collection of publication and accessible learning materials, including physical books, braille books, e-books and audiobooks. Then with DFI, the collaboration will utilize various accessible formats including digital accessible information system, EPUB, BRF, that is Braille Ready Format, and others to address their diverse needs. Correct. Next is Survey of India partnered with which organization for 3D digital twin mapping program in India? So Survey of India along with Genesis International, correct, they together signed or came together basically for 3D digital twin mapping program in India. Correct. I repeat, this Genesis International, this is an Indian mapping company that will provide geospatial solutions, and they have formed a strategic partnership to create a 3D digital twin mapping program in India. With this partnership, Genesis becomes the first company to have a public-private agreement with Survey of India for digital twinning. Correct. And this digital 3D digital twin will be used by government departments for new initiatives. Correct. The aim of this digital twin of major cities and towns of India, with this they will be able to create 3D models of how our cities will be looking or how they are looking as of now, and with this better decision making can be done, that how can we improve the infrastructure, what are the new advantages or what are the different initiatives that we can carry out with the help of this 3D model. By just by looking at this, we will be able to analyze that what are the things that will be benefit or which will be beneficial for our cities. Correct. So this is your 3D digital twin mapping program, and this for this Survey of India has partnered with Genesis International. Correct. And it will be a digital model, right? So you will be able to rotate it, you will be able to zoom in and zoom out of it, and you will be able to have a better guess about how our cities is looking as of now. And if we talk about Survey of India, then who is the Surveyor General of India here? Hitesh Kumar Makwana ji. Headquarter, where is it? It is in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. And in 1767 this was established. So here you can see Survey of India and Genesis, they tied up for a 3D digital twin mapping program in India. Next is Kishar Saffron from Jammu and Kashmir received the GI tag, and I have given the answer here only. So it is from Jammu and Kashmir. Remember, Kishar Saffron. Correct. Kishar Saffron. This product is from Jammu and Kashmir, and it has recently received the GI tag. Then remember why the name Kishar, because this saffron is cultivated and harvested in the Kishar district of Jammu and Kashmir, and so that is the reason, and this is a good quality of product and it recently got GI tag. Right. Then apart from this, Bhadrava Rajmas. Correct. This is an agriculture product, and it also recently got the GI tag from Jammu and Kashmir. And apart from this, Ramban Sulai honey also got the GI tag. Correct. From Jammu and Kashmir. This product is also from Jammu and Kashmir. Then apart from this, one more product from Jammu and Kashmir got GI tag, that is Basholi Pashmina woolen products. Right. So Kishar Saffron, it is from Jammu and Kashmir, that recently got the GI tag, and here you can see some other products such as Bhadrava Rajmas, Ramban Sulai honey, and Basholi Pashmina woolen product. Next, which organization approved $6.5 million loan to provide improved cook stoves to rural India? In order to provide better cook stoves to rural India, which organization has approved $6.5 million loan? It is Asian Development Bank, ADB. Right? Asian Development Bank, they have approved $6.5 million loan in order to provide the better cook stoves, improved cook stoves to the rural India. Right? And or we can say this project is for basically for the Greenway Carbon Credit Gender Financing Project. This financing also includes $3.25 million first loss liquidity reserve from the Climate Innovation and Development Fund. Right? Also remember, the improved cook stoves will reduce the household fuel consumption by almost 65%, and it will make the emission smokeless, as well as there will be a reduction in carbon dioxide emission by almost 22.9 million tons because of these cook stoves. So it will be better for our environment. It will keep our environment clean, and the pollution that is being emitted in our atmosphere will be reduced with this. Correct? Then there is a term, what is climate finance, right? Climate finance is basically a amount of money that is used to make our climate better for the survival, to make sure that the projects that are being coming up does not include any machinery or any process which will harm our environment. Correct? For that we need money. We need to come up with green solutions. We need to come up with solutions that will keep our environment clean and protected. Correct? And pollution free. So coming back, it is Asian Development Bank. They have approved $6.5 million loan for this greenway, and this is for providing improved cook stoves to rural India that will be reducing the pollution. And if we talk about Asian Development Bank, who is the president here? Masatsugu Asakawa. Headquarter is in Manila, Philippines, and it was established in 1966. Next is IWAI, that is Inland Waterways Authority of India. Inland Waterways Authority of India, they recently signed a memorandum of understanding with which organization for providing cargo movement in Ganga River, right? So it is Amazon. IWAI, they signed a memorandum of understanding with Amazon to utilize the Ganga River for the cargo movement. Correct? With this, Amazon will be able to provide shipping or able to basically transport the products that need to be delivered on time in different location. The first ship with e-commerce cargo will be soon flagged up from Patna, that is in Bihar, to Kolkata, West Bengal. Correct? And it will be for using the Ganga River. Right? So coming back, IWAI, they signed this MOU with Amazon in order to transport products or goods from one location to another via the Ganga River route. And the first of this transport will begin, cargo movement will begin from Patna, Bihar, and it will be going to Kolkata, West Bengal. Correct? Then how will this benefit Amazon? This will be able to provide faster, cost-effective and sustainable package delivery. This will be benefiting millions of sellers as they will be getting their product soon and even with lower cost, because as the transportation cost is reduced, so the product of the delivery or the amount of delivery can also be reduced. Correct? So remember this is important. Next is, if we talk about IWAI, where is the headquarter? It is in Noida, UP. Correct? And Sanjay Banopadhyay is the chairperson of IWAI. Correct? Then one more thing, remember, we are talking about Maritime India Vision 2030. So Maritime India Vision 2030, it aims to increase water transport volume by over 200 million metric tons by 2030 and exceed by 500 million metric tons by 2047. Correct? I repeat, Maritime India Vision 2030 states that we will achieve 200 million metric tons by 2030 and it will exceed to 500 million metric ton by 2047. Right? We are talking about the transport volumes using our maritime or using our waterways. Correct? So coming back, it is Amazon. They have tied up with IWAI in order to use river Ganga as a transport mechanism. Correct? In order to transport cargo using river Ganga. Next, Blue Dart, they have partnered with India Post to provide parcel locker service at post offices. I repeat, Blue Dart Express Limited, they have partnered with India Post to introduce an automated digital parcel locker service at a selected post offices across India. With this, Blue Dart aims to offer an additional delivery method to their customers. I repeat, Blue Dart Blue Dart, they have partnered with whom? They partnered with India Post, and it is to introduce an automated digital parcel locker service at the selected post offices across India. And with this, Blue Dart aims to offer additional delivery method to their customers. Right? Mark this. Then these lockers will enable the customers to retrieve their parcel from the digital lockers using OTPs, and this will eliminate the need for personal receipts or signing for a particular package, and everything will be online documented and it will be stored in an database. Correct? The next thing, remember, India Post launched this ANVIT. ANVIT. What is this ANVIT? It stands for India's Post Smart Parcel Delivery System. Correct? And they launched this as a pilot project already in 2021, and it was launched in Pune, Maharashtra. So coming back, India Post and Dartlink, Blue Dart, they signed a pact in order to provide parcel locker services at the post offices. Then if we talk about India Post, if we talk about India Post, who is the Director General here? Alok Sharma. Where is the headquarter? New Delhi. And it was established in 1854. Then if we talk about Blue Dart, who is the Chief Executive Officer? Balfour Manual. Headquarter is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established in 1983. So basically to provide a online locker, digital parcel locker service, this MOU was signed between them, or this partnership was done between them. Then next is awards and recognition. 4 Indians featured on the BBC 100 Women List 2023: Dia Mirza, Harmanpreet Kaur, Aarti Kumar Rao, and Jetsunma Tenzin Palmo. Correct? These are the 4 Indians, right, who were listed in the BBC 10 or BBC 100 women list. Correct? Here you can see the British Broadcasting Corporation, that is BBC. They have released their 11th edition of the BBC 100 Women 2023 list that will include 4 Indian women. They are actress Dia Mirza, cricketer Harmanpreet Kaur, photographer Aditi Kumar Rao, and Tibetan Buddhist nun Jetsuma Tenzing Palmo. Correct? Mark this. Then remember here, Harmanpreet Kaur and Dia Mirza are named at the entertainment and sports category. Jetsumna Chenji Palmo is under the category of culture and education. Right? And here Aarti Kumar Rao, remember, she's a photographer. Then if we talk about BBC, where is the headquarter of BBC? It is in London, UK. Next is UN panel of external auditors. India's CAG Girish Chandra Murmu elected as the vice chair for 2024. I repeat, Girish Chandra Murmu, CAG of India, that is Comptroller and Auditor General of India, was elected as the vice chair of the UN panel of external auditors for 2024. The panel has been elected by Pierre Moscovici, the first president of Cour des Comptes of French Republic, as their chair for 2024. So Pierre Moscovici has been appointed as the chair for 2024, correct, for the UN panel of external affairs, and who has been appointed as the vice chair of the UN panel of external auditors for 2024 are Comptroller and Auditor General of India Girish Chandra Murmu. Then this decision, it was made during the 63rd session of the panel that was held at UN headquarters in New York, USA, and it was from 21st to 21st of November. Right? So remember, this was the 63rd session of this panel. This is important. And during this, who was appointed as the vice chair of the UN panel of external auditors for 2024 are Comptroller and Auditor General of India Girish Chandra Murmuji, and who was elected as the chairman here, or right option here is Pierre Moscovici. Correct? Then if we talk about Girish Chandra Murmuji, he is a 1985 batch IAS officer of Gujarat cadre. Then he has been serving as the Comptroller and Auditor General of India since 8th of August 2020. He has served as the principal secretary in the Chief Minister's office to the now Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi for almost 7 years when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. Next, CCI has approved the acquisition of additional stake in NEBA Bupa Health Insurance by Bupa Singapore. I repeat, CCI, they have approved an additional acquisition of an additional stake in NEBA Bupa Health Insurance Company by Bupa Singapore Holdings. The proposed transaction is approved under the Green Channel route, adhering to the regulations 5A and Schedule 3 of the CCI. Correct? Then acquirer is Bupa Singapore Holdings Private Limited, and who will be the target that will be acquired? NEBA Bupa Health Insurance Company Limited, that is NEBA Bupa. Right? Next is science and tech. OneWeb India became the first firm to get in-space approval for satellite broadband services in India. I repeat, although OneWeb, this is a company of United Kingdom, correct? Their operations in India, it became the first firm to get in-space approval from satellite broadband services in India. That means with this, they will be able to provide satellite internet connection in India. Who is the rival of OneWeb? Starlink. Correct? So coming back, remember here, OneWeb India, it became the first firm to receive authorization from InSpace, that is Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, to launch Eutelsat OneWeb's commercial satellite broadband services in India. And with this, OneWeb India aims to extend internet services to rural and unconnected areas and territorial waters of India on a 24/7 basis using Eutelsat OneWeb constellation. Correct? And this authorization that has been provided to OneWeb India is for the next 5 years. And this is important, right? This question can be asked that recently OneWeb India got the authorization from InSpace to provide satellite broadband services in India, and it is for how many years? This authorization is for 5 years, and then next again it will be again extended. Correct? Next is sports. Novak Djokovic has defeated Jannik Sinner to win his 7th ATP Finals title. I repeat, Novak Djokovic, he is from Serbia. He defeated Jannik Sinner of Italy to win the men's single ATP that was held in Italy. Correct? And this is his 7th title. He is from Serbia, Novak Djokovic. And first was in 2008, then 2012, 13, 14, 15, 22 and 23 now. Correct? With this, Novak Djokovic broke the record of Roger Federer's of 6 ATP final titles, as Novak Djokovic will now have 7 ATP titles. Next is former Mr. Indian, that is former Mr. India title holder Nong thoman Myak recently passed away. Remember, this Mr. India title is given, or basically it is a India's male beauty pageant model contest, correct? And here Mr. India title holder Nong thoman Myak recently passed away. He was a veteran bodybuilder also of Manipur. He passed away in Imphal, Manipur at the age of 88. Correct? Mark this. Then he won Mr. India title in 1970 and then represented India in the Mr. Universe competition held from September 25 to 26 in 1971 in Paris, France. Right? Next is important days. World Chronic Obstructive Pulmonary Disease Day is observed on 15th of November. I repeat, World Chronic Obstructive Pulmonary Disease Day is annually observed across the globe on 3rd Wednesday of the November. So this day is observed on 3rd Wednesday of November month, and this year on 2023 it was on 15th of November. Correct? And it is to raise awareness about the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, that is one of the most widespread illness across the globe. It was observed, and it was in 2023, it was the 22nd edition of this day that we observed. Then there is a theme here, that is breathing is life, act earlier. Right? This is the theme for the World Chronic Obstructive Pulmonary Disease Day, observed on the 3rd Wednesday of the November month, and this year it was on 15th of November. Moving on, next is World Day for the Prevention of and Healing from Child Sexual Exploitation, Abuse and Violence 2023 on 18th of November. I repeat, World Day for the Prevention of and Healing from Child Sexual Exploitation, Abuse and Violence. This day is observed on 18th of November. Correct? And it is to create awareness about the impact of child sexual exploitation, abuse and violence. This day aims to end child sexual exploitation and violence and bring hope to the survivors. This day was first observed in the year 2022, and this year it is the second observance, that is the second edition of this day. The next is, you can ignore this. Next is World Toilet Day. This day is observed on 19th of November. Correct? And 19th of November, this day is to raise awareness about the 3.5 billion people without access to safe sanitation and encourage the act to address the global sanitation crisis. The global campaign theme of the World Toilet Day is accelerating change, and the hummingbird is the symbol of the World Toilet Day because a toilet is small but mighty, just like a hummingbird. Right? Mark this. Then moving on to state news. Odisha's Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has inaugurated AIFF FIFA Talent Academy in Bhubaneswar. I repeat, recently AIFF International Federation of Association of Football, correct? Recently a Talent Academy has been launched by All India Football Federation's International Federation of Association of Football. So AIFF FIFA Talent Academy was launched where? It was launched in Odisha. Direct question and take a note of it. Correct? A total of 50 talented football players, including 15 from Odisha, in the under 14 category will be selected for the AIFF FIFA Academy from across India. And the academy will be headed by FIFA appointed coach along with various coaches and staffs from AIFF and the Odisha government. Right? So these are the some important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's go for a quick one-liner revision. NIEPVD signed MOU with Nation Book Trust and Daisy Forum India. Survey of India and Genesis International partnered for 3D digital twin mapping program in India. Kishar Saffron from Jammu and Kashmir received the GI tag. Asian Development Bank approved $6.5 million loan to Greenway. IWAI and Amazon, they signed an MOU to utilize Ganga River for cargo movement. Then Blue Dart, they have partnered with India Post to provide parcel locker services at post offices. 4 Indians featured at the BBC 100 Women list where Diya Mirza, Harmanpreet Kaur, Aarti Kumar Rao and Jatsunma Tenzin Palmo were the Indians listed in this list. Then UN panel of external auditors. Here India's CAG Girish Chandra Murmu elected as the vice chair for 2024. CCI has approved the acquisition of additional stake in NEBA Bupa Health Insurance by Bupa Singapore. OneWeb India became the first firm to get in-space approval for satellite broadband service in India. Novak Djokovic defeated Jurgen Siner to win his 7th ATP finals title. Former Mr. India, Nong Myak recently passed away. World Chronic Obstructive Pulmonary Disease Day is observed on 15th of November, and World Day for the Prevention of and Healing from Child Sexual Exploitation, Abuse and Violence observed on 18th of November. Then World Toilet Day on 19th of November, and Odisha's Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik inaugurated AIFF FIFA Talent Academy in Bhubaneswar. So these are some important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's go for a quick revision that will be beneficial for your revision. First, we are talking about Bharat Tax 2024. What is this Bharat Tax? Tax is the short form for textile. Right? So remember, India is recently all set to host the textile festival that is known as Bharat Tax. This is a textile festival. India will be hosting it. Correct? Bharat Tax 2024. This is the world's biggest ever textile event that is going to be held in the month of Feb 2024, and in Feb 2 it will be from 26th to 29th of Feb. Correct? What is the location where this is going to be held? It is Bharat Mandapam and Yashobhumi. They are located in New Delhi. So Bharat Mandapam and Yashobhumi, this is the location for the Bharat Tex 2024, that is the world's largest textile event that is said to be hosted by India in New Delhi. Apart from this, remember here only, India will represent India's 5F vision, that is farm to fiber to factory to fashion. Right? Then apart from this also, Expo will be organized by the consortium of 12 Textile Export Promotion Council with the support of the Ministry of Textiles. And as we just saw, if we revise, Bharat Tex 2024, that is India's world's largest textile event, going to be held in New Delhi, and the location here is Bharat Mandapam and Yasho Bhumi. Right? Next we are talking about India Malaysia joint army exercise, that is Harimau Shakti. Harimau Shakti. This is the name of the exercise, that is a joint army exercise that is going to be held between India and Malaysia. Right? And that too between the armies of these two countries, this exercise is going to be held. Right? Where is the location where this exercise will be held? Location, it is Umroi, Meghalaya. Right? In Meghalaya, this exercise Harimau Shakti is going to be held between Indian Army and Malaysia. Remember, this was a 2-week long exercise, and it is being held since 2012 to foster bilateral relations between the two nations. The last edition of this Harimau Shakti 2022 was held in Malaysia in November 2022. And what is the reason of this exercise? As to strengthen the military ties between both the nation India and Malaysia. Apart from this, from Indian side, remember in this exercise 120 personals took part, and Rajputana regiment, remember Rajputana regiment took part in this particular exercise from the Indian side. Right? So this is Harimau Shakti. And the location here is Umroi, Meghalaya. And this exercise will be held when? On scheduled to be held from 5th of November 2023, and it is a 2-week long exercise. Next is RBI has announced the result of the second edition of Global Hackathon Harbinger. First of all, remember Harbinger. What is this? This is a hackathon. And what is a hackathon? Hackathon is basically an event where multiple problem statements are given to you, and the teams can choose a problem statement and work towards it. They will be providing all the aspect of that problem statement, and in the end a team will be selected by the organizers. In this, you will be seeing many innovative ways coming out. Digital banking services will be coming out. You will be seeing courses, or you will be seeing problem statements that are related to your environment, that are related to your energy sector, that are related to your technology. Correct? And on that event was done. Correct? So if it is organized, this hackathon is being organized by RBI. Right? So we will be seeing here event that is related to your financial situations. Right? So, problem statements related to your financial situations. So that is the name Harbinger given to this particular hackathon, and it is the second edition of this hackathon Harbinger that was recently hosted by RBI. Correct? That is Harbinger Innovation for Transformation. Right? Here the theme was inclusive digital services. I repeat, the theme is also important. Inclusive digital services. This is the theme for the second edition of hackathon, that is Harbinger, and it was organized by RBI. Correct? And now recently the result of Harbinger has been declared. Here the hackathon received a total of 154 proposals submitted by teams from both India and 28 participating teams from countries such as Australia, Canada, Germany, Singapore, Sweden, UK and USA. Right? Then apart from this, if we talk about RBI, because RBI is the one that hosts this Harbinger second edition. When was RBI established? 1935. Shaktikant Das is the governor here, and Mumbai, Maharashtra is the headquarter. Next we are talking about Asian Development Bank. Asian Development Bank has recently approved $175 million loan to upgrade the roads in the state of Madhya Pradesh. So this amount of loan will be used to upgrade roads in the state of Madhya Pradesh. That is, Asian Development Bank has approved $175 million loan for India enhancing connectivity and resilience of Madhya Pradesh road network project. This project aims to upgrade about 500 kilometers of state highways and major district roads to a standard two-lane feature in Madhya Pradesh. This project was initially proposed by Asian Development Bank in September 2023, and the project will build faster, safer and more climate resilient to connect rural areas to growth centers and industrial corridors. Right? So, how much amount has been provided? $175 million has been provided to Madhya Pradesh by Asian Development Bank. And remember, Asian Development Bank has been supporting the development of road networks in Madhya Pradesh since 2002, and Asian Development Bank has so far upgraded more than 9,000 kilometers of state highways and major district roads. If we talk about Asian Development Bank, who is the president here? Masasugu Asakawa, and headquarters is in Manila, Philippines. It was established in 1966 and a total of 68 members are there in Asian Development Bank. So coming back, it was Asian Development Bank that has funded or that has approved a loan of $175 million for upgradation of the roads in Madhya Pradesh. Which organization or bank has recently approved $400 million policy-based loan to India to enhance the infrastructure quality and provide assured public services and efficient governance system? Which is it? Tell me which among the following is right option here. It is Asian Development Bank, right? They have recently approved $400 million policy-based loan to India to enhance the infrastructure quality and provide basic public services and efficient governance system. Correct? And this will be implemented by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs with the guidance from Asian Development Bank. Then country's first reference fuel. Country's first reference fuel. This country's first reference fuel was launched by Indian Oil. Next, which country has recently appointed Robert Fico as the Prime Minister? So who has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Slovakia, or Robert Fico was appointed as the Prime Minister of which country? Slovakia. Correct. Then which state became the first state in India where hallmarking centers, that is the centers where you can go and check the quality of your gold, right? So these are the hallmarking centers. The state in which all the districts will be having the hallmarking center is your Kerala, right? Important, take a note of it. The next thing, remember, recently which country provided free visa to Indians to boost tourism? It is Thailand. Now recently it is Vietnam, then Sri Lanka. They have provided free visa to Indians recently for improving the tourism here. The next thing, tell me recently which country was removed from the list of FATF, that is grey list, right? And grey list is the list that contains the list of the countries that do terror financing. So FATF recently they released or they removed which country from the grey list? It is Cayman Island. Cayman Island was recently removed from the grey list of FATF. Next, in October, Dash became the first state in India to have hallmarking centers in all the districts. We just saw it is Kerala is having hallmarking centers in all the districts of Kerala. And there are about 12,000 gold merchants across Kerala. And the business in Kerala for gold is worth more than 1 lakh crore. Next, which company has recently received in principle authorization to operate as an online payment aggregator? Which among the following companies recently got in principle authorization to operate as an online payment aggregator? It is Zakpay. It is Zakpay. Correct? And this Zakpay, remember, this is the Mobivix payment gateway arm. That is Zakpay, right? And this will enable the Zakpay to onboard new merchants onto their platform for processing online payments. Correct? Then next remember, Mahendra Singh Dhoni was recently appointed as the brand ambassador of Lays. He is also the brand ambassador of Swaraj Tractors. He is also the brand ambassador of Geo Mart. Right? Then next, remember who has been recently appointed as the national icon by Election Commission of India. So there are two national icons. He will be Sachin Tendulkar and second is Rajkumar Rao. They both were appointed as national icon, and for this an MOU was signed for 3 years. Next, name the bank that recently appointed Mahendra Singh Dhoni as their official brand ambassador. And we saw it is your State Bank of India. SBI has appointed Mahendra Singh Dhoni as their official brand ambassador. Correct? Next thing, remember Apna Chandrayaan. This was launched in order to educate the school children about the Chandrayaan mission, and this here a web portal for this Apna Chandrayaan was launched by whom? Our Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan ji. Correct? Then recently a military subcommittee meeting was held in New Delhi that was between India and France. A military subcommittee meeting. Right? Next Project Nilgiri Tahar. Project Nilgiri Tahar. This is the project of which state? It is the project of Tamil Nadu. Next, name the bank that recently acquired additional shares of JCFL Asset Reconstruction Private Limited to reinstate its equity share capital proportion to 9.9%. Which is that? It is Yes Bank. Right? Yes Bank, they acquired the additional shares of JC Flower Asset Reconstruction Company to reinstate their equity share capital proportion to 9.9%. Correct? And this represents the acquisition of 24,643,558 equity shares of the JC Flower at 29.68 per share. Next, when was the first ever International Day of Care and Support observed across the globe by United Nations? So remember, on 29th of October every year we observe International Day of Care and Support observed across the globe. And remember, every year means from now this year onward we will be observing this, as this was the first edition, or we can say this was the inaugural edition of the International Day of Care and Support. Right? And according to ILO, that is International Labour Organization, the global care workforce comprises of 249 million women and 132 million men. Next हमारा homework question. पहला, Javier Milei, who was seen in the news, is the new president of which country? Second, China recently signed a bilateral currency swap agreement with which country? और तीसरा, World Heritage Week is observed every year during which month? तो ये तीन आपके होमवर्क क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे फ्रेंड. मैक्सिमम टू मैक्सिमम मुझे पार्टिसिपेशन चाहिए आप सभी से. राइट? और जो भी क्वेश्चन आपको चीज़ में समझ नहीं आती आप कमेंट कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट डे हम उसको डिस्कस करने के लिए फुल रेडी है. करेक्ट? ऑल्सो फ्रेंड्स, अगर सेशन पसंद आ रहे हैं तो वीडियो को लाइक ज़रूर करना, शेयर करना अपने दोस्तों के साथ और सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर से करना. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.